Okay, this network we have developed, so we will extend to the same network here. Go for the router. I will drag over here the generic router. Okay, we are going to connect these two routers here. Fine. For these two routers, go for the connections. The connections, the last connections, the serial DCE and serial DTA. So here, when you remember this, when you are connecting from router direct to the PC, I mean PC direct to the router, you are using crossover cable. Here you are connecting router to router, so you have to use serial DCE, one with the clock rate and one does not have a clock rate. Okay, if I just select serial DCE, go for this router, select serial 20, okay, serial port 20, and drag to this router, and you have to select the same port serial 20. Okay, here the red signals are there, red lights, yani the connection is not successful. So we will configure this one. Before configuration, I just want to show you, see here, mouse over, so this port is having a clock, see here, serial 20, and this port does not have a clock rate. So go here, and means this port you have to set the clock rate. Go for this router, go for serial 20, and here we will set the clock rate, for example, that is of some 72,000. We will set the clock rate, and IP address is, we will change the IP address. This is totally a completely third network we are preparing, for example. Okay, the IP address will be 10.0.0.1. I will take, okay, the subnet mask, so 255.0.0.0, and this is a class A. Fine. So clock rate we have set, so make it on, clear, so cut it, good. Now still here red signals or red lights are appear, yani this router is not configured yet. So go here again, I will mouse over on the connection. So here in this port there is a clock rate, so we set the clock rate. This port does not have a clock rate, so we are not setting any clock rate over here. In this router, go for configuration, go for serial port. See here, to go for serial port we are not setting any clock rate over here. So this router address will be for example 10.0.0.2, for example. Okay, subnet mask, this is a class full, this is a class A subnet mask, and turn it on, clear. Yep, see here the green lights are appear. Okay, now any router, this router is having three completely different networks. This is one network, this is 5 network, and this is completely different 10 network, that is a class A network. Fine. So now we will stick one end device, like we will take one generic server. Fine. Here we will configure and we will connect this server to this router. So like how we have connected from this PC to the router, we are using a crossover cable. So here also from server to router we are using the crossover cable. Okay, first we will configure this one. First we will give the label to this. So that label, I will use a completely different private network here. Okay, so private network, for example, one, not 192 or 168, just I will use 162.15. typically I will use 1.100. okay, so here this is completely different network, that is, we can say it is a private network. So 162.15.1.100. okay, and I will first give the connections, go for the connections, drag here. So this is a dotted cable, like crossover cable. Go for fast Ethernet, connect here, fast Ethernet, the first port 00 we have connected. Fine. Can you able to see here, right? Now double click on this, then go for configuration, fast Ethernet. Here we will give the configuration for the server, that is 162 dot what is that, 15.1.100, right? Now the subnet mask is a class B address. See, okay, so for server this is always on. Okay, go. Now here mouse over which port it is connected to the router, that is 00. Go for this router, go for the fast Ethernet 00. See here, fast Ethernet 00. Now here you have to give the what server router address, like 162 fine dot 15 dot 1 dot 0, for example. Okay, then here subnet mask, this I will give on. See here, these are green lights appear. So go here, we will check whether the connection is successful or no. Go for desktop, go for command prompt. See here, we are at the server side. Now we will ping to the router, the new router, this router. Okay, so that is 162.15.1.0. oh, ping 162.15.1.0. Yep, we are getting a reply. Understand? So this is how we are connected. To see here, this router, we are having completely 3 different networks. This is one network, okay, and this is one network, and this is different network. And for this router, this is completely private network. We are connected. Fine. This is your lecture 4.